How you doing? This is Joe Rossi from the YESS Training Barbell Club. We are a professional strength conditioning and skill gym for fighters. We pride ourselves on being the real-life Rocky Balboa gym. I feel it's very important for me as a human being to connect with other human beings, both in and outside the gym. I always say, and then when I do write, and I write a lot on social media, and everything I write, it's from the heart. By all means, I don't want anybody taking this the wrong way. When I write, it's not because I'm trying to look high and mighty, or I'm trying to be that guy who's passing on the next motivational quote as if I know better than you. Because I'm no better than anybody here. I'm just another human being in this life, learning from all the experiences and trying to make sense out of it all. But I will say this, I take pride in being a coach, and also take pride in a lot that I believe. And what do I believe? I believe that this life is about living, loving, learning, and passing on. If you're a selfish bastard and you hold all these things in and don't connect with other human beings, then that's not good. And this is my attempt to connect with you. It was recommended to me that I should utilize more efficiently my time in the car. I drive 218 miles a day to and from work. I'm sure there's many of you out there that probably drive more than me, but in my life and for me, it's a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice, time away from my family. I mean, it's pretty much 4 hours a day in the car that if I were to make it more meaningful, then I'd be able to sleep a lot better at night knowing that it wasn't time ill spent. So that's what this video is about. But it rings so loud in my mind, some of the things that Bruce Lee talked about. And we all love to quote Bruce Lee, but that's why he was so great. And he was able to connect with a lot of people through what he did and in the many things that he did as a husband, as a philosopher, as a martial artist, and as an actor. But I remember him saying that the word star, it's an illusion. I would rather be known as a super actor. And what I believe he was saying was that, being a star, being somebody of importance, being worshipped, it's bullshit. We're all human beings. We get up out of bed. We put our pants on the same way, if you wear pants. And he wanted to be known as a super actor. And that was what I believe was his way of saying, don't worship me because of how great I am, but respect me for how hard I work at what I do. He didn't want to be known as a star. He wanted to be known as an actor because he really was an actor. His facial expressions, the sounds, the way he expressed his body in movement on film. Also, as a philosopher, he was heavily into philosophy. He was a philosophy major. He really questioned all things in life. He questioned what he was doing and what, philosophy is all about questioning everything and trying to make sense out of it all. And sometimes you're not able to make sense. It's open-ended. But the point that resonated very strong with me was it's important to connect with people on a true level, not an artificial level. And by all means, I'm no Bruce Lee, and I don't ever want to be that well known or renowned, because the amount of responsibility and weight that it has on a conscious human being, it's a lot. But I do want to connect, just like I believe it's important for other human beings to connect, because we're not islands. The way we grow as human beings is by putting ourselves out there and being around other human beings. That's where we learn our lessons. I'll never forget this. It's an old Buddhist saying. It's not word for word, but it goes something along the lines of that within every individual, both young or old, that you meet throughout your day, they are a master at something that you're not, or they can teach you something that you do not know yet. Doesn't matter if it's a baby or a wise old man. But for me to connect and put myself out there, I constantly think about the person I used to be, the kid that I used to be, with all of the doubts, with all of the insecurities, and all the falseness that went along with that by not being secure in my own self. And I think about that kid who wanted to give up many times. Don't give up, kid. I think about that kid who pretended to be somebody he wasn't. Don't pretend. Be who you are. It's the most original thing you can do. The worst thing to be is a replica of somebody else. And I'm just thankful that I had good mentors around me that guided me and grounded me to eventually being who I am now, which is somebody at least comfortable in my own skin enough to be the coach that I am, because I take coaching very seriously. I'm not a fly-by-night coach. This is a lifelong process, and I am on record saying that it's the greatest thing, other than being a parent. Coaching is the greatest thing you can do to have a positive effect on another human being's life, and to be involved with that human being. In my case, I am a parent as well as a coach to the fighters of our gym and to the members of our gym, and I love it, and I wouldn't change it for anything, because it's every day is a day to connect and to have a positive impact on the people you are working with. And I make a lot of mistakes, and I've made a lot of mistakes, but I like to think I've learned from them, which is making me better. We're all works in progress. I'm no different. But I also believe, though, that it's important to connect with human beings. Like I said, we're no island, and we need others in order to express ourselves and to get what's inside out. And I think that's a part of a lot of depression these days, is we hold so much shit inside and we don't get it out. So all that's inside manifests and grows in a negative way. And I think as human beings, we're meant to take in experience and then let it out. That's why the gym's so great. That's why getting under heavy weight is so great. And that's why learning how to punch something is so great. And sometimes learning how to punch somebody and learn how not to get punched. All those things, I believe, are positive outlets that are constructive and are beneficial in the learning process and the refining process that you have to go through as a person to be the greatest version of yourself, to be a better person in this life. But this video too, and videos that I want to start making now, is about utilizing my time more efficiently, like I said, and also expressing gratitude and appreciation for those who have done it for me. And the guys and girls, the men and the women, who continue to do it on a daily basis and put themselves out there and not give a fuck what anybody else thinks. I commend you. That's the way to live. Too many people walking on eggshells and so paralyzed from what other people think. Fuck what other people think. Be you. Express yourself. Do it your way. But I'm talking to you, kid. The kid that I used to be. Well, maybe you're a little bit different because you're doing it your own way. Your own self. Your own way of expressing yourself. But you're doubting yourself. You're not sure of yourself. You care about what too many people think, and you don't care enough about the right people and what they think of you, the people who you love, the people who you care about. Be you. Don't quit. We hear it all the time, Rocky movies and other motivational movies, but it's true. What makes a fighter is that they fight. They don't give up. There's a nature inside of them that doesn't quit. Fighters fight. Don't quit. The most important thing you can do is not give up on your dreams and not give up on the person who you are, No matter how different or alike you are, just be you and don't quit on you. Because you have something to offer. You have something to offer in this life. We all do. And if more people knew that, there would be less robots and less acts of mindlessness, and there would be more authentic thoughts, experiences, and expressions out there that would be bettering other human beings. Again, I make this video not because I believe I'm high and mighty and I know something you don't. I'm just trying to do what I do, live, love, learn, pass on. I'm trying to make my own family proud, and this is something that goes on every day at our gym. You know, conversations like this, talks like this, not during our training, but before and after, we have a lot of these good talks and expressing our ideas and communicating as a team, because that's what elevates us. We're not a bullshit gym. We have a lot of champions in our gym. We're lifting 3 times our body weight, jumping 3/4 of our body height, and but it goes beyond that. We're a lot deeper than that, because we have individuals in that gym, in our gym, who are good human beings, and that's what it ultimately stems down to. So please, hopefully I had something to offer you. I'm grateful that I had this opportunity to make more of my time and offer this to you, and some thoughts, and also a little insight to the person I am outside of, you know, some of the higher testosterone type videos that I put out there. I'm also a human being just like you, trying to make sense of it all, but I want to have a positive impact, and I want to use my time the best I possibly can. This is one of those ways. I truly believe in what I say. Sacrifice for reward is YESS training. It's all about sacrifice for reward, and we are the Real Life Rocky Balboa Gym. Thanks very much.